Hey traders, welcome back to the FX Heat YouTube channel. Hopefully everyone is doing good today. So the second scenario that I mentioned yesterday played out. Now is price going to continue to the downside or come right back up? Let's get into the charts and find out. But first, let's have a quick look at the fundamentals. So you can see we have CPI, CHF CPI, a little after Frankfurt Open. And we have PMI during New York session. And one more thing to mention, the Speaker of the House of the United States, Nancy Pelosi, is currently in Taiwan. Not to be a pessimist, but worst case scenario, if China starts bombing Taiwan or shoots down her plane, this could have a huge impact on the dollar. Okay, let's get to Dixie. So, where we left off yesterday. So yesterday, price was in the 4-hour demand, and what I said was we could see a reaction off of it, and we could see price push away from demand. So, sure enough, price pushed away from demand. It came quite high into the previous leg. If we go on the 15-minute, so it reacted off of a 15-minute supply zone. It started pushing down from there, but for the time being, it's really unclear what's going to happen next. I was expecting Dixie to start shifting bullish towards the end of the week, but potentially it may have started sooner than expected. I'll be watching for the time being these flip zones for potential reactions to see if it reverses and continues to the upside. But at the same time, price may very well continue down and go back and break the lows. But for me, I'm starting to shift bullish on Dixie. Ultimately, I'd like to see the 4-hour supply I don't think this is relevant anymore. So I'd like to see 4-hour supply go, a break of this leg right here, to confirm that we're shifting bullish. At the same time, I mean, this last push up, I mean, just could have been a pullback and nothing more, and we could see Dixie continuing push to the downside. Obviously this will be confirmed if we continue to the downside and break the low and the demand as well. Okay, let's go to EU next. So for EU, as you can see, we had that nice push down. Technically, the structure is still bullish. Yesterday, after sweeping the highs, so I mentioned we could have a bigger pullback after sweeping those highs, and sure enough we did. Price came down quite low, much lower than I was expecting. That is, if it wants to stay bullish. But it did come all the way back down to 4-hour demand. So what's next? I mean, I can see, I mean, just as with Dixie, I can see the price continuing all the way back to the upside and breaking the highs. I mean, we've seen huge pullbacks last week, and then price came right back up and broke the highs. So that is clearly a possibility. But at the same time, I mean, this could be the start of a bigger reversal. And for that, I will probably be more keen on looking at the supply levels to see if we get a reaction and potential reversal, to look for shorts, to see if the price wants to push further to the downside. So as you can see, my bias is shifting bearish, but for now we are in the middle of, I mean, this is internal structure right here. So today I'll be looking for opportunities both ways. If we go to the 15-minute really quick, so price came deep into demand, well, not deep into demand, maybe 30% into demand, and then after that reacted off of it, started to push up. It's starting to break some of this internal structure. And what I'm looking for now is I want to see the reaction of these supply zones. These supply zones are actually flip zones, and see what happens in terms of reaction from these zones. As of right now, we've already tapped into 30-minute supply. So 30-minute supply would be somewhere around here. Let me just, so it's right here. So you can see we already tapped into 30-minute supply. We've already had a reaction off of it. But for the time being, I mean, nothing clear and confirmed that we're going to reverse from here. And going back to the question that I started this video with, is price going to continue to the downside or come right back up? To be completely honest, I have no idea. I'm just watching price action to see if we can find some shorting or longing opportunities. As I mentioned before, we're in internal structure. I mean, there's really nothing confirmed. If we come up and break the highs, then obviously we remain bullish and we focus more on longs. But as we're so deep into demand right here, I mean, I could easily see it just reversing and pushing down, attacking the lows, and potentially breaking demand. So all in all, slightly bearish, but keeping my eyes open for both long and shorting opportunities. Just try to keep an open mind and just trade whatever is presented to me. So unfortunately, I mean, I didn't really give so much clarity on this video, but to be honest, there's really not so much clarity in the charts right now. Structure is still bullish, but we come down quite aggressively to the downside. I could see price just continuing back up to the upside, but at the same time, with that quite aggressive move down, I wouldn't be surprised if we react off one of the supply zones and continue to the downside. Well, anyways, that's it for me. I hope you guys found this video useful. Please let me know your thoughts on price action for today by leaving a comment below. And if you found value in this video, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe to ensure you don't miss any future videos. And good luck trading today. Peace. Hey, you made it to the very end. Thanks for that. If you could do me one more favor and click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, it'll allow the YouTube algos to kick in and help this channel grow. Thanks again. Cheers.